Okay, we've run the motor 2-3 times now,
Yep.
right? What we're finding out is, like I said, Chris West gave me this carburetor, and he told me every time he ran this carburetor, the motor blew up. Every time he used the carburetor, the motor would blow up, and I think I'm starting to understand why. I don't know. I don't have the fulcrum arm gauge. Like Ronnie Lorang sent me a picture of his. I'm not exactly sure what they're measuring with that thing. It's too bad they don't just have a universal tool you can buy. And pop off, I don't think I put the gasket kit in it. I'm not sure I popped it off, but I will pop it off now. But I'm guessing that the pop off is too low because I'm at 1 turn on the low speed needle and about half a turn to 5/8 of a turn, 5/8 of a turn on the high speed needle, and it'll start, and you can it's good, fat when you go to the gas, but you can get it to clean up without having to tune it, right? If you stay on it long enough and put the brakes on, get it under the load, it'll bang, and then if you stay on it, it'll stay clean. And then when you hit it and did just by ear, because we don't have a gauge on it, what the clutch sound good.
Yeah,
it didn't sound like it was over slipping, that's for sure. So I'm a little worried about this carburetor because the one that was on the motors that we bought from Becker Reardon, the old what were they, the Switch motors built by Switch, that carburetor, where did I get that carburetor? I forget where I got that one. Maybe it wasn't on the motor because they were junior engines. I forget where I got that carburetor, but that carb ran at 5/8 on the high and 2 turns on the bottom, and it would start and clean up and go, and you could whole shot it and all that stuff without having to clean it up and then reset it. So I'm a little leery about this whole thing right here. Anybody knows anything about a Yamaha, throw at me some pop off and fulcrum arm height and all that kind of stuff, so we know. When you start, changing the pop-off rate, it's going to change the number of turns you have on your needle. And that's all fine and dandy when you're going the opposite direction, when you're opening up the needle to get it right. We're closing it down to get it right. And even though, you think, well, a lower pop-off, so less turns, you get out on the racetrack with less turns, and guess what? That's what happens. Chris,
you're coasting,
right? And all I did was rebuild the carburetor. I didn't set anything. Just eyeballed the fulcrum arm height, and like I said, I didn't check the pop off. So we'll shut the gas off and we'll go ahead and check the pop off. But we're happy with how it sounds and how it's functioning. I just don't think it's going to run on a racetrack with only 1 turn on the low speed without blowing up. So there you go. That's it for Saturday the 14th, right, Rich? Saturday the 14th, we're going to do a little recalculating on how we want to do the seat and get a game plan going, and then get after it. So from RPM headquarters,
I'm Richard.
And I'm Robert.
And we're rocking in Roseville.
We're the Lawson Brothers. God bless y'all. Hang in there.